YouTube? Back here at the range, I've got my CZ 527 on the bench here. We're going to be shooting 40 grains Vmax in two different powders, Reloader 7 and IMR 4227. We're going to be shooting two 5-shot groups of each powder, but it's going to be the same shot, so it'd be 5 shots, barrel cool, 5 shots, same target, and then we're going to see what we get for those 10 shots for a group. Targets are all down range at 100. I will shoot all this and get back to the bench with the data. Just in case anybody's curious, this is a Leopold 4-12 on here. Zoomies. Good muzzle brake on here, no recoil, smooth shooting gun. So, all right, guys, start shooting, and we'll have. All right, so back from the range. I'm gonna go over my results here in a minute that I'm super impressed with. I like, turned out really good. But first off, we're gonna go over. So I used IMR 4227 and Reloader 7. Stayed all within what book published data was, and let's see here. I don't know if I'm gonna get it any good, but all the primers looked a little good. Maybe a little cratering on the very last one, but otherwise, really good. Parts are good. So no pressure signs, no heavy bolt. Like I said, we were using Vmax 40 grain by Hornady. Right, boat tail, really good bullet. And we use Reloader 7 and IMR 4227. And I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys results of each target, and we'll start talking about that. All right, here we have a 1.9 inch group using IMR 4227, 14 grains. Obviously, this group would be a little bit tighter if that one first shot for some reason didn't throw left. This is not a cold bore. I did shoot 2 shots before this, so may have just been something to deal with it, or just a flyer to the left, but it's part of the group. That's 10 shots at a 1.9, and that will do it for that one. All right, here again is IMR 4227 with 14.5 grains. Still the 40 grain Vmax, still the same bullet. I got a 1.323 inch group with 10 shots, kind of just a little bit of dispersion around. And so it's not the best group, but that's what we're looking at so far. And we'll go ahead and move on to the next one. And here we have 15 grains of IMR 4227, 1.2 inch group. As you can see, pretty kind of a consistent group there, but a few out and about there. So this is really starting to show you with a 10-inch group with a bigger, more sample size, how you get a little bit more of what you're going to see if you're actually in that position. Let's move on to the next one. All right, once again, we're still using IMR 4227 with 15.5 grains, and this is a 1.331 inch group. As you can see, a lot of scatteration, some vertical spread, horizontal spread. So this is definitely not one that I'll be coming back to once most of my test data is all done. And so, yeah, not a whole lot to be said about this one. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one. All right, here's our first group, Reloader 7. This is pretty good. We got a 1.548 inch group. I threw my second shot and maybe my first shot. Throwing the shot, I should say, it possibly it's really just what the group was. Not probably necessarily me causing a problem, but this was 17 grains, Reloader 7, and so that's not terrible. And let's move on to the next one. Here we have 17.5 grains with a 1.663 inch group. Just a lot of vertical spreading and horizontal spreading. So really nothing to take away from this other than the barrel doesn't like it and the bullet doesn't like it at this charge weight. All right, let's move on to the next one. All right, here we're with the Reloader 7, 18 grains. And this, to me, this is looking really good. This is just over a 1-inch group, a 1.086 group. This is 10 shots. Shots 4, 2, 1, and 7 kind of threw off the group a little bit. But this is more like what I think the gun is capable of, more of what we can kind of see once we find the right bullet powder combination. And yeah, good 10 shot group overall, and that's what you kind of want to see when you're getting that kind of. And here's Reloader 7 with 18.5 grains. This is also a pretty decent grouped. I've noticed the point of impact have shifted a little bit, a little higher in velocity. Shots 2 kind of threw off the group a little bit. That shot, if that shot would have been in with those guys, would have been well underneath a 1-inch group. This is a 1.097-inch group. This is definitely, so we're just seeing, as you can see, we're seeing a little more consistent results with Reloader 7, which makes me happy. Yeah, so that's a pretty good group. As you can see, we're shooting more of like right around a 1-inch group, 10 shot sample size. That's good. Obviously, more data, the better. And let's move on to the next one. All right, well, here's the last group, Reloader 7, 19 grains. I think this group shows some promise. It's a 1.102-inch group. Maybe get that first shot up there tighter. It's definitely probably be one I'll be come back and revisit with this grain and this powder. That being said, I'm pretty happy with both powders shot. I feel like Reloader 7 definitely shot a little bit better. And when I go back to do these groups in some bigger tests, I'm thinking right around 50 shots per group, right around there, 35 to 50. Revisit these, verify that everything is shooting accurate, making sure you have enough test data, and I'll be doing chronograph with that too. And so it may tell me which shot kicks out, which will make sense with the velocity. So that will do it for this video for the 221 Fireball with the Hornady Vmax 40 grain and Reloader 7 and IMR 4227. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment down below what else do you guys think, and maybe what bullet you like to see tested too. All right, guys, I'll catch you later.